Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. It's time to talk about sports again. It's always a very juicy one. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, another time to actually have my dear Omar in the studio again. Good to have you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me again. It was a lot of things to talk about in the morning, and then we're here again talking about sports. So thank you for having me.
Good one. Let's quickly look at our own league now. MPFL match day 4, some results of the matches that was played yesterday. 3 matches went down across different stadia in Nigeria, where we quickly look at the result and also how it went down. Where Gombe United, they defeated Lobby Stars by 3-0 in that particular encounter there. Good one for Gombe United. Abdulaziz scored a brace and Oyeka added another one as Lobby Stars traveled. They lost against Gombe United. You also have Shooting Stars of Ibadan. They won. Right now they are celebrating winning their first match, and they are really so happy against Katsina United, where Wasiu Alalade was able to score that goal for Shooting Stars of Ibadan at home at Lekon Salami Stadium in Adamasiba. You have Abia Warriors, Imam Amapakabo against Abdullahi Bifo team. It ended 1-1 draw, 1-1 in that particular match there. Well, a lot of activities there in those matches in the MPFL, where Debambo scored for Kwara United, while Abia Warriors, Godwin Obaje was the one that scored for Abia Warriors. That's how it went down. As it is right now, Shooting Stars are standing 13 on the log, and you have Abia Warriors standing 12th. Kwara United are standing 4th. And you just have to look at these 3 matches as it went down yesterday. Why Spy Eagles were having their own, they were having their own.
Oh God, that match with Gombe United
against
and
Lobby
Stars. If somebody was to tell me that it was going to end with that score, I would definitely argue it. But
that's football.
This football, expect the unexpected. And it was really sad for me because you know, the best team deserved to win, right? And
why were you sad? You want Lobby to win?
Come on, I've been friends of Lobby Stars, and I wouldn't call myself a fan. I've been friends of Lobby Stars. I've been following their careers for a very long time now, and from how they have played in the Nigerian Professional Football League over the years, I didn't expect that from
your
the
team.
Underdogs. You know, the Gombe United. I know Gombe United have been doing their best recently. I didn't expect that, but like I said, the best team has to win, and it came out with that result. The Shooting Stars, you know, their first match, winning for a very long time. At some point, I thought they were going to go into relegation, but you know, they came back. It was like a comeback for them, the Shooting Stars. So I would say congratulations to them. Then the other match, Kwara United
versus Kwara.
And Abia Warriors. I saw that coming. It was going to be a tough one. Kwara United have been
very tough teams this season. They've been surprising everyone.
Yes,
Kwara, Remo, Rivers, those 3 teams,
exactly.
They've really stood out.
Exactly. Rivers came from nowhere, and boom, they were, you know, at the top, and they had to even represent continentally. So I think Kwara United and Abia Warriors, it was expected. But prior to the match, I was thinking Kwara United was going to be 2-1.
I actually knew that it was going to be a tough one. Why? Imam Amapakabo is a very flamboyant coach, and you have an experienced coach in the person of Abdullahi Bifo, who understands the MPFL so much. In fact, I can call him one of the most experienced manager or coach in the MPFL, coaching a Nigerian team. And moving to play against Abia Warrior, a match where you expect a lot of firepack action from the players, which they did. Adebambo scoring in the 87th minute. They were almost running away. That is, Abia Warrior were almost running away with the winning. But Kwara United replied, and they got even. And you just have to look at the 2 coaches. Amapakabo, as I said, is a flamboyant coach, somebody who is more kind of we know what's happening. I'm a bit younger. I know how it is. I'm a digital kind of
my
coach. And you have an experienced manager or coach rather of Kwara United who knows the terrain very well. Okay, I will come despite all your digital experience. I will show you that I have the 2, both digital and whatever you want to call it. I will join together, and I'm going to get a draw from this, and it ended 1-0 draw. They shared the spoil there.
They had to share this point. And this is something about football. You know, when we have these young coaches come in and they want to just prove that, come on, you've been here for a very long time. But things are evolving. Football as well is evolving. So when they get there, they go in with a lot of firepower. They want to just make a statement. They want to tell you that, yes, it wasn't a mistake that I was brought into the game. And that's what we've been seeing in most of the leagues worldwide right now. So I think it's a game changer for a lot of people, especially people who are into sports, who are sport lovers. Football, we're talking football precisely now, who are into the game of football. So it's evolving, and we're beginning to see things we never expected happen. It's not all about who has been in a game longer than the other person. It's you all about, I think one thing is luck, one thing is knowing your audience, and another thing is understanding your team and your players, and understanding your opponent as well. You need to study their weak points. You need to study, you know, how this team play. And if you get all of these things together, you will do well anywhere.
Reviewing the MPFL, the matches that were left to be played yesterday, it went down, well, different center, 3 places, 3 stayed there, where Gombe United defeated Lobi by 3-0 there. Abdulaziz scoring the brace, and you just have to give one to Oyeka to make it 3-0 against Lobi Stars, who came visiting. And just have to also look at the fact that Shooting Stars, they were able to get their own Kotzilov Wasiu Alalade against the team they faced. Shooting Stars did so well against Katsina. You just have to also look at Kwara United getting to share the sport with Abia Warriors in an away match where Imama and Mapakabo called it short. Those are the matches as it went down in the MPFL. Match day 4, the remaining matches that were left to be played, and it was actually played on Monday. Now we move away from the MPFL. Let's go straight to the match that was played where a lot of people were not expecting that for the first time in nearly 40 years or 41 years. Manchester United lost against Wolverhampton Wanderers in their own encounter. It was a good one for Joao Moutinho, who scored that goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And right now, they are laughing home. They got 3 points, and they're actually trailing Manchester United. When you look at the table, Man U are standing 7th, Wolverhampton are standing 8th. A match that a lot of people were thinking, okay, it's going to be Old Trafford. It's a chance for Ragnick and the entire lads to do something big for Manchester United. But it went Ori, and Wolves took the advantage, and they did well, winning that encounter. Courtesy Moutinho.
Oh, that match was, the result of the match rather was not expected, especially for Manchester United fans. You can see after the match, everybody went haywire. They were really, really pissed at what happened. But in football, anything can happen, and it really, really hurts so much when you see a team who is struggling. And they broke a record. Yes, and more than 40 years. Since 1980, they've not been able to. They haven't done this to Manchester United at Old Trafford. And it just really hurts more that it happened at home. So, you know, when things like this happen, you begin to wonder, come on, what's happening to Manchester United? What has gone wrong? You know, beginning of the season, people were like, watch out for Manchester United because of the so much money that was invested in bringing in players that would change the game for Manchester United. Because of Ronaldo's influence. Yes, Ronaldo was a bigger influence for Manchester United. Everybody was scared. And Manchester United fans were like, oh, watch out for Manchester. You will collect, you know, those kind of phrases you use. And they collect maybe the goals that will be raining for Manchester United. But getting into the season, we saw that Manchester United, after the first match where Ronaldo scored goals, it wasn't the same for Manchester United. And since then, they've been staggering. They were on the 5th position, they were on 6th, and now 7th. You know, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers, you know, clamping very close to Manchester United. So you can see if Wolverhampton Wanderers keep up with this, they might just displace Manchester United on the table. And that's a thing of concern. You know, a lot of people want to understand they've attributed some of these failures from Manchester United to you know, management, some will say players, they're losing confidence.
Okay, from your
in
own
themselves.
side of the view now, what do you think is the problem of Manchester United?
I think management issues and then the players as well.
They have that, so it's a sheer kind of...
yes, it seems this, I see this loss of confidence in the side, in the players, yes, and discipline, lack of discipline. You know, the coaches like Jose Mourinho, that's why they were able to put themselves out there. You don't do no such act of discipline when Coach Mourinho or other coaches are, you know, managing. I'm not saying that that is the case, that's what affecting Manchester United right now. But I think Manchester United, the players need to be more disciplined. They need to believe in themselves more. I know sometimes a season might just be rough and you're like, oh, there's nothing for us this season. But I think there's something for Manchester United, maybe top 5, ending the season with in the top 5. So they need to, I need to see that firepower I saw last season. Last season wasn't so smooth for them as well, but I need to see those comebacks that I saw last season. So if they really want to make those comebacks, it has to be now and not let teams like Wolverhampton Wanderers, maybe Watford, who even knows, Newcastle, one day will just do something unexpected and it would just be, I wouldn't want to say the end of it, but it'd just be a draw line for Manchester United.
I just believe that Manchester United will bounce back. Well, that's football. You have your ups and downs. Whenever you are doing in this world, you just have your own time where you rise or fall. Barcelona, they dominated Spain so much, dominated Europe so much, but right now they too are struggling. It's not actually limited to Manchester United. It happens to most teams. Shooting Stars of Ibadan were at the time one of the topmost clubs in Nigeria. They went down. They had to come back. Well, so it has happened to so many clubs. Well, but it's not happening to Bayern Munich of Germany. What's happening to that place?
Bayern Munich, they've been holding it together. Just like you said, I think it's just time for them to shine. Barcelona, like you said, was reigning for a very long time, and then this has to happen. So maybe those dark days coming from Bayern Munich.
Deep in form.
Yes.
Okay, now let's move away from English Premier League. Let's talk about La Liga Santander. Matches were also played, 3 matches. Villarreal did so well. They defeated the team they faced in that encounter. Well, Nigerian star Samuel Chukwueze was there. He did well, even though he didn't score, but he contributed a lot for that team as they were able to play well. 5-0 against Levante. You just have to give it to Gerard Moreno, who scored a brace in that particular match. Villarreal at the De La Ceramica Estadio. Osasuna lost at home against Atletico Bilbao. Bilbao having a player who did the magic, scoring a hat trick in the person of Orhan Sanset. And Cadiz also lost against Sevilla, where Luis Ocampos was able to score that goal for them. Well, Sevilla are still second on the log. You just have to give it up to that team. They are really trailing behind Real Madrid. But Ocampos scoring for them, and you have Orhan Sanset scoring a hat-trick, and you have Gerard Moreno scoring 2 out of the 5 goals for Villarreal.
Wow, I think those matches were really, really fun to watch. It was something that we expected. Like Villarreal, I expected that much of a goal from them, because Villarreal are this kind of team that would just meet an opponent, and the next thing, if you're not careful, they start raining goals. And like you pointed out, our star boy, Chukwueze has been doing very well right from day one. He scores, sometimes he doesn't score, but either ways, you see him
contributing
immensely in a team. So Sevilla and Cadiz, I expected that. I expected more goals from Sevilla, but it just
to
happened.
Win against Cadiz,
yes,
right?
Exactly. So,
but what if the shocking defeat that happened to Real Madrid, Getafe against Real, where they picked them by a lone goal, had actually happened? Where you were expecting Sevilla to win convincingly, and now they might to even win 1 goal via the boots of Ocampos. What if it has actually moved around and the table turned and Cadiz decided to win? Just like Getafe versus Real Madrid.
Yes, that match was heartbreaking because, like I said, if a team plays well, I support them. And not even minding where they're from or what continent they're from. I've seen Real Madrid hold it down in the best form, so I support Real Madrid, but it happens that, you know, Getafe had to come in and take all points. But if it happened in the other way around for Cadiz and Sevilla, I think it's the best man that won. So it's still going to be good. But I think that Sevilla will still maintain their position
as number 2 on
yes.
the table. Well, Sevilla really also are really standing their own right now because they are still second on the log behind Real Madrid. Despite the fact that Real Madrid lost that game, they are still topping the La Liga Santander. They just have to let everyone know that this is their time and they want to scoop it again. The Los Merengues, as they call them, are ready to do well in Spanish La Liga. Talking about the review of the La Liga matches that was played across 3 different stadia yesterday. De La Ceramica is a place where Samechuku is applying straight for Villarreal, and they did well, winning 5-0 in that particular encounter. Now, let's look at another story we'll be looking at right now is the fact that Nigerian under 20 World Cup team, the coach, Coach Chris Danjuma, released 26 name of players that will be playing against Cameroon. Nigeria, we defeated Central African Republic, Congo to actually qualify to this next round, and now we play against Cameroon on the 25th of this month. And right now, Danjuma invites 26 players that will be facing that particular uphill task for Nigeria before they will be playing against whoever will be between Senegal and Morocco. Now let's look at the name of these players. From goalkeeper, we have Chidima Nkiruka of Edo Queens, Nelly Eke of Sunshine Queens, Iyene Etim, who plays with Abia Angels, Omini Monle Bayelsa Queens, and defenders we have Rofiat Imra for Rivers Angels, Jumoke Alani, Edo Queens, Moturayo Ezekiel of Nigeria Tells, that's a team from Abuja, that's a good one there. Oluwatosin Dimehi, Rivers Angels, that's a captain. Omonwumi Oshobukola, Edo Queens, Oluwabumi Oladeji, Nigeria Tells, making it 2 teams, 2 players from Abuja now. Oluchi Ohaogbulem, Confluence Queens, Chidima Ogbuchi, FC Robo Queens of Lagos, Deborah Abiodun of Rivers Angels. And now if you go to the midfielders now, you have Basirat Amo, Nasarawa Amazons, Extra Oyenezide, FC Robo Queens of Lagos, Yina Ado, Nasarawa Amazon, Anoluwako Yusuf, Bayelsa Queens, Chinyere Kalu, also Nasarawa Amazons, and the forwards or strikers, we have Joy Jerry, Bayelsa Queens, Messi Idoko, Nasarawa Amazons, Flourish Sebastian, who plays for Edo Queens, while FC Robo Queens of Lagos have a player called Taiwo Lawa in the squad. Precious Vincent Bayelsa Queens, Blessing Okpe from Rivers Angels, Chiamaka Okwachuku in Royal Queens, and Amaracho Yenekwe. Also, that's a name mix up there. That should be Niger Amazons. Those are the least 26 players that have been called by Coach Chris Danjuma to prosecute the match against Cameroon. And this is going to be a big one because we know how the ladies have been closing the gap against our ladies also. But now, we defeated Central African Republic, defeated Congo, although Congo did not play on the second match. But right now, we're going to be facing Cameroon. And if we scale through this, we'll have to face whoever wins between Senegal and Morocco. Senegal and Morocco will face themselves. We and Cameroon will face each other. Whoever wins between us will face Senegal or Morocco to now qualify for Costa Rica 2022.
That's a very tough one, if you ask me. But if you look at the squad, I've monitored some of these players in their respective club, the women's league in Nigeria, the likes of Rafiat, the likes of Anu Luakbo, and the likes of Kiruka. You know, these are players that came from the squad and they've been playing their trades in the different leagues. Like Joy Jerry now, Bayelsa Queens. Joy Jerry is a name you contend with. Chinyere Kalu, she used to be in one of the Nigerian Women's League, and then right now she's in Nassau United. So these are players that, you know, they have records of keeping it tight when it comes to women's league in Nigeria.
And the under 20 women's World Cup.
And the under 20 women's World Cup, they are being called. So I think this squad, for me, I like the team that he put together. And for Nassau Amazons to have lots of players being called to this team, that means Nassau Amazons are doing something that, you know, we need to see more. We need to see them more, because in the women's league it's been Bayelsa United, Bayelsa Queens, and River Angels.
Really, in the northern side, in the northern part of Nigeria, you just maybe let me use the word savannah, like they use in basketball. I just have to look at Nasarawa Amazon as one of the topmost team from the north. And now that like Nigeria Tel, I'm so particular about Nigeria Tel because it's based in Abuja. Abuja has not been having, for a long time now, no team from Abuja has been able to play in the MPFL or NWFL for a while now. But now is the first time in years to have NWFL, a team from Abuja playing in Nigerian Women Football League. So we are hoping that for the men, a team, one of these days, they can scale through. So Nigeria tells from FCT Abuja, they have at least 2 players in their squad who will be playing in this team for the under-20. Natural Amazon from the north, they are really topmost club from the north. As Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels are making statement in the south. You just have to look at the northern side where the FCT team, Nigeria Tells, Nasarawa Amazon, Niger Amazons now, because a lot of people mix that up. We have Niger Amazons, we have Nasarawa Amazons. Yes. As a player from Niger Amazons, there that Amarachi Oyenekwe is also from Niger Amazon. But people, because of the Amazon, people mix up with exactly. But really, from the northern side, we also have Adamawa Queens, all these teams playing from the north. But if you look at that team that Chris Danjuma has brought together as a team, I think they really worth it.
Yeah, they're worth it. Like I said before, I monitored some of them and they're really doing well. So what we need right now is, since we have these different players from different clubs, they need to work together. Like we said, the Super Eagles are putting things together, that unity is there. So we want to see them do their best.
We want to see the entire squad that Chris Danjuma has called to prosecute this match to do well as they will be playing for Nigeria in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup that will be coming up against Cameroon. That's it on 360 Sport. I am Adeni Yajijafe. Thanks for joining us, Madia Umar.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thanks for watching once again.